Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Tuesday, July 18th, 2017. Today starts off with a wonderful game. Undertale finally has its PS4 and Vita release date and will be here on August 15th. By the way, JTech TV, if you are watching, my offer still stands. I will buy you Undertale on day one, and all you have to do is say yes. Another game releasing to PS4 and PSVR is Superhot, coming this Friday, July 21st. If you're a PS Plus member, then you can pre-order it with a discount. If you're looking for a fun soccer game with a cute look to it, then behold the Kickmen is releasing to Steam on Thursday, July 20th. In update news, Doomfist is leaving the Overwatch PTR and is getting added to the full roster for both console and PC on July 27th. Until then, if you want to play Doomfist, you'll have to download the public test realm. Horizon Zero Dawn has gotten updated to version 1.31, which fixes many issues brought on by 1.30. As always, links to the full patch notes can be found down below. Moving on from there, some lucky players who were able to get into the Destiny 2 beta have encountered an unlucky message of a Termite error. I'm really not sure what this code means, but since this issue has started happening, Bungie claims they have fixed it. If you're a fan of Telltale games, then Humble Bundle, my favorite place to buy games, has an amazing deal right now, and for just $1, you will get all 9 games you see on your screen right now. Paying more than the average nets you 5 more games and a few more released in a few days, and then paying the ceiling price of $15 gets you Batman and Minecraft Story Mode with all of the DLC. There is confirmation that Splash Damage, the developer of Dirty Bomb, and Wargaming, the developer of World of Tanks, are collaborating on a project. What exactly is this? No one knows, but let me know if you think this will be the next game that Wargaming tries to shove pay-to-win mechanics in the comment section down below. Vicarious Visions, the developer of the recently released Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, has come forward to say that the remake is indeed harder than the original version, citing wonky collision as the culprit. Regardless though, the game has been flying off the shelf and many people seem to be very happy with it. Let me know if you're playing the Bandicoot Remaster in the comment section down below. Blizzard may have found themselves in a bit of a legal dispute as the MLB, Major League Baseball, has filed a trademark dispute over the Overwatch League logo. I have to say, I am not sure about this one. I am not a lawyer, but I do understand why the MLB would take issue with it, and I don't think that this is going to work out well for Blizzard in the end. Who knows, though? It's 2 mega corporations, so it could go either way. Stay tuned to News Cartridge for more details. Fake news is a term that's been thrown around a lot in our political environment lately, and now it's made its way over to our hobby, with the For Honor community manager calling reports of the falling player base fake news. Okay, I like to stick to the facts, so let's check Steam charts right now. Okay, we enter For Honor, but misspell it, and the player base has clearly been falling since launch. Speaking of fake news, Kotaku released this article last night, and if you follow me on Twitter, you may have heard me complaining about it there. I don't want to take up too much of your time with this, but someone at Kotaku actually got paid to write this article about how their kid used all of their weapons and arrows in Breath of the Wild. Boo fucking who. Always assume that your child is going to destroy your save file. And that brings us to our final topic today, and no, we're not going to cover that Ars Technica article that everyone is talking about, and I'll cover why in the end card. No, today's top story is about a popular Twitch broadcaster by the name of Dr. Disrespect. I've watched Dr. Disrespect a few times in the past. I find him quite entertaining, with his perfect hair always blowing in the wind, and askew sunglasses, the only way someone with hundreds of millions of subscribers should present themselves. He's known for getting loud, being in your face, and having a fun personality, while at the same time being a bit of a megalomaniac, but it's all in good fun. While playing PUBG in a group, Disrespect and a few others were trying to get onto a motorcycle with a sidecar. There was some confusion as to who was getting on, and then the doctor takes out his rifle and shoots his teammate in cold blood. Actually, that was pretty fucking hilarious. However, team killing is against the rules of PUBG, and because this was done on stream, there was no shortage of proof of what had occurred. After getting banned, Dr. Disrespect made a joke threat that if he could do the splits, he would roundhouse kick the dev in the neck. But he can't, so he would just kick him in the chest instead. And then finished up with a lightning. Only the likes of James Romine could take that seriously. The devs responded by saying that any threats of violence, even as a joke, aren't cool. And I have to side with the devs on this one, and while I did address that this was a joke, clear, plain, and simple, it's just not a good idea because you don't know how somebody's going to respond to violence. I'm pretty sure we've seen a lot of that over the last 2 weeks. As far as I can tell, Disrespect will not see any legal trouble because of his verbal roundhouse, but will have to endure his ban until it is lifted. As far as I can tell, it was not permanent. Are you a fan of Dr. Disrespect, or do you think his threat of a kick to the chest wasn't a joke? Let me know in the comment section down below. Here's some games that mean no disrespect. It's tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Electroscribe, Obscure, Challenge Your Mind, Marble Masters, The Pit, This Strange Realm of Mine, Space Battle Humanity, Aporia, Beyond the Valley, Solar Settlers, Unlimited, Space Tyrant, Hooligan Vaja, Christmas, Wild Goo Chase, Mega City Builder, Ninja Gank 2, Endless ATC, Formless Adventure, Goo Cubelets, Color Blocking, Light Biker Hockey, Hope for Love, Clash of Robots, Achievement Hunter Begins, which is this week's The Fuck Game of the Week. I haven't done this in a while. A friend of mine had asked me just yesterday what I had thought of Steam Direct, and this is a great example of what it can bring. That right there is a windmill with a swastika on it. Yep, good old Valve quality control. Valve, do you not look at the things you sell? The fuck? Cutlass, Starship Constructor, Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, Twins of the Pasture, Space Shock 3, and Whiz Hood. For Xbox One, Moon Hunters, and What Remains of Edith Finch. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And I have a condition that makes me eat when I sleep. It's called insomnomnomnomnomnomnomia. Alright, so I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately, and even probably while I shouldn't be I should be doing work and writing and stuff. But after I was done filming the main bit of the show and before I did the game releases, camera overheated, so I figured I might as well go take a break. Went to go play some Minecraft. I'm in the end. I'm trying to find some shulkers to get shulker boxes because I wanna get shulker shells to make shulker boxes, because if you have shulker box, then it's gonna be easier to transport stuff and go farming. Yada 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 blah blah blah. So I'm in the end. And I found an end city. It had already been raided, so I had gotten halfway through it before I decided, okay, I'm done here. I don't think I'm going to find any shulkers, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to move on. I have some chorus fruit on me, and I know chorus fruit teleports you around if you eat it. So I was thinking, and I also know that chorus fruit, if you're floating, will teleport you back down to the ground. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to jump off this building, eat some chorus fruit, and then just land and walk away. Okay, jump off the building, eat the chorus fruit, hit the ground, die. Fuck. Okay, well, alright, so my shit's in the end somewhere. I'm like, okay, I've got a couple of minutes. I can get back grab my stuff before I gotta go back to filming. We've got bridges set up from the main center end city. They go out. I take one of the bridges out, and I'm like 90% the way done with the bridge, and my ring finger accidentally hits the A key and I fall off the... So I died twice in the end. I hope my stuff is still there. I'm pretty sure my stuff is still there if nobody's been through there, but rip stuff. I thankfully I left all of the important stuff back in my house. I didn't take anything too valuable with me to go to the end, because, you know, you're gonna die if you go to the end. It's just pretty much what's gonna happen. More than likely, you're gonna lose all your stuff. So the only thing I lost the second time was a minecart and an apple. So thankfully, I didn't lose anything the second time, but my stuff's still sitting out there somewhere. I gotta go get it. So I'm not the biggest fan of Dr. Disrespect. I like him. I am a fan. I'm just not the biggest fan. I'm not like always tuning into his stuff. I don't know him on a personal level. I don't tune into his show too often, but I have seen his show, and I'm quite entertained by him. He's a pretty good guy. Obviously, he's playing a character. I mean, I don't know if it's part of his character to say he's playing a character, but he's obviously playing a character, and whatever. He's a lot of fun. A lot of fun guy. Great streamer. I think he made a bigger deal out of it than what it was, but that's kind of his persona and his shtick. That's kind of what he does, is he makes, he's all big and, I don't know, he overdoes it. He's very hyperbolic, which is cool. That's his thing. Cool. Good for him. Really good for him. Keep doing what you're doing, Dr. Disrespect. Love you, man. No disrespect. Let me know, really, everybody out there, if you're a fan of him, let me know. Let me know some of your favorite times that you had hanging out in his streams. Other than that, the Ars Technica article that I mentioned earlier. So, this is something I want to address, and I got a little bit of time to address this, and I wanted to do it off the top of my head. I didn't want to have this be scripted. I read over the Ars Technica article myself yesterday, and I even had a friend of mine read over it too. And upon reading over it, and this is before I saw Sid Alpha's video, upon reading over it, I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I read it, and it was bare. It was bare bones. It was minimal, but it didn't take any shots at either side. It didn't try to. It didn't seem like it had a narrative. Okay, unlike the Destructoid article, which wished Mauer well, which called YouTubers like me and Musical Antihero and Sid Alpha ambulance chasers. That long-winded YouTube rants, fruitless YouTube rants. But I didn't see anything in that article like that. What I did notice is it was, like I said, bare and somewhat lazily written. Upon watching Sid Alpha's video, I understand where Sid's coming from. Okay? And the biggest difference between Sid Alpha and me, in terms of this whole Alex Mauer thing, is Mauer only told me to go fuck myself, and Mauer told me to go away. Mauer told me, called me, said she was adding me to her spam folder, made fun of me, called me a journalist, that sort of thing. Mauer never threatened me. Mauer didn't take it to that personal level of threatening me. She did threaten Sid Alpha. Okay. So I understand why Sid Alpha takes issue with the Ars Technica article. It doesn't go into depth about the death threats that Mauer had issued to him and Leonard French. And I do sympathize with that. That is correct. It didn't mention that at all. Like, again, it's very bare bones. But apathy is not malice. Okay? Apathy is not malice. The person who wrote the Ars Technica article didn't look like they could be bothered. Okay? Didn't look like they could be bothered. Oh, this shit's blown up on YouTube. Okay, let's just crank this out. Let's find some first-hand publications. Destructoid. Okay, let's just read down the Destructoid article. Oh, crap, people are angry about these things. Let's just not include these things. Really, really lazily written. They've looked over something, and they didn't put any real research into it. I'll admit that, yeah. But, again, apathy, not doing something in this regard is not inherently malice. There are two other articles that I've read today that did go into depth about Mauer issuing threats and all of this other stuff. And I think that those more accurately represent the situation, of course. They have way more information. They seem to cover a bigger span of time. But I'm not going to demonize Ars Technica. I mean, you can call them out for being lazy, but I'm not going to call them out for contributing to that side of this story. It's. Like I said, I understand where Sid's coming from. She threatened him and his family. That's Sid's fight. It's not mine. Okay? If she threatened me, then it's my fight. Okay? It's my fight that, YouTubers are getting DMCA'd. That stuff I can talk about, whatever. She didn't threaten me specifically. It's my job and my duty to tell people that she threatened people, of course. But I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take it that if the people who don't highlight these things are on her side or are against. As far as I can tell, that Ars Technica article was trying to be if it was trying to be neutral, it only achieved that through pure not having enough information. Okay, it only achieved mid-ground from not providing enough. I just don't think it's that necessary to put it in the main show. So that's what I said. I talked about it here. Talk about it off topic. This is really what I think. This is what I'm thinking as I'm thinking it. I don't have no scripts for this. The only thing I have on here is yesterday's episode. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading from the thing. Sid, if you're watching this, man, I wish you well. And you didn't deserve that. Neither did French. Nobody deserves any of this crap. You think any of us want to deal with this crap? No, we want to go. I want to go back to talking about this stuff. The Doctor Disrespect. This is a fun day. It's a great day. I'd rather have way more of these days. You know, it's like, yeah, he shot somebody in the game. Yeah, he did something he wasn't supposed to. It's kind of funny. You know, and in the end, no one was hurt. Yes, it was a joke, threat of violence, but again, you have to be a moron to think it wasn't a joke. So that, like I said, I'd rather be talking about that. Social media links are over here, everybody. Thank you so much for a wonderful day. I think this has been a good episode. Thank you. I think this is a great end card. So, social media links are over here. Click over here to subscribe to my channel. Click over here for yesterday's episode where we talked about the horrible Destructoid article that they put out surrounding Alex Mauer in support of her, which I don't know how the hell they could do that. Or be in support of her. How they could put out the article, I understand, but be in support, I don't know. Bye, everybody. I think you know I stand on all that. If you're looking for a fun soccer game with a cute look to it, then behold the Kickmen is releasing to Steam on Thursday, July 20th. Why do I feel like I'm not doing this right?